In this video, we're going to be going over the best things to buy in GTA 5 Online to make money. But before we get into the video, I just wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button. It's super easy and it really helps out the channel, so please just take a second to make sure you're subscribed. Also, I'm launching a Discord server where people can get help for anything GTA related, and there's a link to it in the description below. I'm also going to be doing Great White Shark card giveaways, and each Great White Shark card is worth more than $1 million in the game, and it's completely free to enter. All you need to do is join the server and react to the post in the giveaway channel. Since the server is brand new, you have a pretty good chance at winning the giveaway, so I would definitely check it out if I were you because it's literally free money. The first thing we're going to be talking about on this list is the Armored Kuruma, which is a bulletproof car that costs just under $700,000, but you can get it for a trade price of $525,000 if you complete the Kuruma Setup mission for the Fleeca job heist. The Kuruma is the ideal heist vehicle for beginners since it's cheap compared to a lot of the other armored cars in the game, and it's almost entirely bulletproof. This works out really well for doing heists since enemy NPCs don't use explosives, so you're basically immune to them while you're in the vehicle. You can make a lot of money playing through all the heists in the game, and it's a lot of fun too, so if you're planning on starting up a heist, I recommend buying this vehicle first. Up next is the Up and Atomizer, which is one of the alien weapons in the game, and it costs $395,000. While that might sound like way too much money for a weapon, you need to trust me on this one because it's definitely worth it. The Up and Atomizer can save you a ton of money by getting delivery vehicles from cell missions unstuck. This happens a lot more than you might think, and it's probably saved me millions of dollars since I bought it. It's also a lot of fun to mess around with friends with it, and it's definitely worth buying if you've got cash lying around. Up next is the Terabyte, which is a special vehicle that allows you to start missions and businesses from anywhere on the map. It costs $1.375 million, and you also need to own the nightclub in order to store it. The Terabyte allows you to start resupply missions for all of your businesses from anywhere on the map, which can be really useful for grinding businesses. It can also be a really good armored vehicle since it can take a lot of explosive damage. It also can have a lot of really cool upgrades added to it like the drone station, turret station, and the Oppressor Mark II special vehicle workshop. If you're planning on grinding a lot of businesses, especially the CEO warehouses, the Terabyte is a must-have and it'll save you a ton of time and money in the long run. At the number 9 and 10 spots on this list are both the Insurgent Pickup Custom and the Night Shark, which are some of the best armored vehicles in the game. The Night Shark costs $1.25 million, and the Insurgent Pickup Custom costs a little less than $1.8 million, but you can get it for a trade price of $1.35 million if you complete the Humane Labs raid heist. In GTA Online lobbies, having explosive protection from griefers has unfortunately become a necessity, and both of these vehicles have some of the best explosive protection in the game. The Night Shark and the Insurgent Pickup Custom both are able to take more than 20 homing missiles, which is the Oppressor Mark II's limit, and seeing as it's the most common griefing vehicle in the game, this means that you're basically immune to griefers while you're in one of these vehicles, or at least until they go restock their Oppressor Mark II's missiles. Both vehicles also come with weapons. The Night Shark has a fixed machine gun on the front, and the Insurgent Pickup Custom has a mounted machine gun on top of it. The Insurgent's gun is much better, but you need a second player in the vehicle in order to use it. Overall, I would definitely recommend picking up one or both of these vehicles for protection against griefers in GTA Online lobbies. Up next is the Sparrow, which was recently added in the Cayo Perico heist update. The Sparrow costs about $1.8 million, but in order to purchase it you need to own the Kosatka first, which is a submarine HQ that you need to start the Cayo Perico heist. While the Sparrow doesn't come with any weapons, homing missiles can be added to it for an extra $200,000, and these homing missiles are very similar to the Buzzards, but they are a little bit better since they can fire at a faster rate. The main reason the Sparrow is on this list is because of how helpful it is when completing the Cayo Perico heist setup mission, which gives you access to the most profitable heist in the game. All the Cayo Perico heist setup missions start on a submarine in the middle of the ocean, and getting back to shore can take a really long time, especially since you can't spawn in any of your personal vehicles on the Kosatka. The Sparrow is stored on the Kosatka, and it was pretty much designed to do the Cayo Perico heist setup missions. Because of this, the Sparrow probably cuts the time it takes for you to do the heist in half, and if you're planning on doing the Cayo Perico heist, which you should, the Sparrow is a must-have vehicle. Up next on this list are the MC businesses, which are some of the passive income businesses in the game that you run as an MC president. This means that these businesses make money in the background while you can do other things like heist or sourcing special cargo or really anything else in the game. There are 5 types of MC businesses, which are the document forgery office, the meth lab, the counterfeit cash factory, the cocaine lockup, and the weed farm. I recommend that you only buy the cocaine lockup, counterfeit cash factory, and the meth lab since they're the only ones that are really profitable. The only big issue with these businesses is that cell missions can be super annoying and time consuming, but it can still be really profitable and worth buying, especially if you play with friends and can do large cell missions efficiently. At the next spot on this list is the CEO warehouses, which are the special cargo warehouse and the vehicle cargo warehouse. These are some of the better businesses in the game. If you have friends to help you out, you should be able to easily make $650,000 per hour with the special cargo warehouse and a little bit less with the vehicle cargo warehouse. Some people claim they can make closer to $1 million per hour with a special cargo warehouse, but I think they might be exaggerating a bit. But either way, CEO warehouses are a good way to start making decent money in GTA Online, even though they are becoming obsolete with the addition of some of the newer money-making methods. Coming in at the number 5 and 6 spots on this list are the Arcade and the Master Control Terminal. The Arcade is a heist property that gives you access to the Diamond Casino heist, and they cost between $1.25 and $2.5 million. I recommend buying the La Mesa Arcade for $1.875 million, since it's not that expensive and it's in a pretty good location. The amount of money you make from the Diamond Casino heist depends a lot based off of what's in the vault at the casino, but if you're experienced, you should be able to make between $1 and $1.75 million. The Master Control Terminal is one of the upgrades for the arcade, and it allows you to run all your businesses from one location. You'll be able to buy supplies for your businesses, start resupply missions, and even monitor your stock for all your businesses from one location. This will save you a ton of time and money since you won't have to go to each of your businesses to check up on them. At the number 4 spot on this list is the Oppressor Mark II, which is a flying motorbike that can be equipped with some of the best homing missiles in the game. The Mark II costs $3.8 million, but you can get it for a trade price of $2.9 million if you complete 5 client job missions with the Terrorbyte. The Mark II is one of the best vehicles in the game for getting around the map, fighting people, fighting NPCs, and grinding businesses and doing heist setup missions. This is because it can be spawned in right next to you through the interaction menu as an MC President, and it's extremely quick and maneuverable. Like I mentioned earlier, it also has some of the best homing missiles in the game that rarely miss their target. In my opinion, it's by far the most well-rounded vehicle in the game and worth buying if you can afford it. Up next is the Bunker, which is a passive business that functions similarly to the MC businesses. Bunkers cost between $1.1 and $2.4 million, and I recommend buying the True Match Bunker since it's one of the cheapest bunkers that are close to the city, which is where the cell missions are. When it's fully upgraded, the bunker can earn about $100,000 per hour, which makes it one of the best passive income methods in the game. The bunker also allows you to complete research to unlock better weapon and vehicle upgrades. Overall, the bunker is one of the best purchases you can make in GTA Online, and I definitely recommend buying it if you're looking for new ways to make money in the game. At the number 2 spot on this list is the Nightclub, which is a completely passive business, so the only thing you need to do is sell your stock. The Nightclub works by assigning technicians to gather products that correspond with different businesses in the game, and you need to own the corresponding business for your technicians to be able to collect that product. For example, to unlock South American imports in your Nightclub, you need to own the cocaine lockup. Also, I just want to clarify that the Nightclub doesn't directly affect your other businesses, so they'll continue to work normally. You just need to own them in order to unlock different products in the Nightclub. The Nightclub is also really good for solo players because you'll only ever have one cell vehicle no matter how much stock you sell, which makes cell missions really easy. The biggest downside to the Nightclub is that you do need to own a lot of businesses for it to start making you good money, so it should be one of the last businesses you buy. Despite this, the Nightclub is probably my favorite business in GTA Online, and I definitely recommend buying it after you buy a few of the businesses I mentioned earlier on this list. At the number 1 spot on this list is the Kosatka, which costs $2.2 million and is the submarine HQ that is the base of operations for the Cayo Perico heist. The Cayo Perico heist is the best money-making method in the game currently, especially for solo players. This is because it's the only heist where all the setup missions and the heist finale can be done solo. It usually takes a little over an hour to complete the heist and its setup missions, and you'll usually make between $1.25 and $1.75 million from each heist depending on the vault content. Because of this, the Cayo Perico heist is by far the best money-making method in the game, which is why I think the Kosatka is the most useful thing to buy in GTA Online. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out one of these videos next, leave a like and subscribe.